Hello everyone. So today I'm going to explain again about the operating costing. So last class the audio was not clear, so I'm repeating again. So just go through this PDF. Okay. So what is operating costing? So operating costing, also known as service costing. The cost of providing service is known as operating cost. Okay. The method used for ascertaining the cost of service, that is operating cost, is known as operating costing. So we can say that operating costing means it is a method, okay, to calculate what? To calculate the cost of service is known as operating costing. So these undertakings do not manufacture tangible products. So it means all these are the service industries. Okay, so now let us see where it is applicable. This operating costing is applicable in road transport companies, railways, airways, shipping company, electricity company, water supply companies, gas supplies companies, hospital and nursing home, cinemas, canteen and hotel, computer centers, schools and colleges, local authority, powerhouse in a factory. So these are the example for operating costing. So under operating costing, we should know what is exactly the cost unit. So there are two costs, that is simple cost and composite cost. So what is simple cost unit? So simple cost unit means there is only one variable. Okay, for example, per cup of coffee or per cup of tea or per meal in case of a canteens. Okay, then per bed or per room in case of a lodge, and per gallon or liter in case of a water supply. Okay, now undertakings and cost per unit. If it is a transport sector, then there will be per kilometer or per mile. Okay, here you can see only one variable, that is kilometer. Clear? So next water work, that is per 1000 liters. So here only one variable you can see. Municipality per kilometer of road maintained. Then for canteen per meal or per dish. So these are the simple cost unit examples. So you should know that there is only one variable there in the simple cost unit. Next is composite cost unit. So under composite cost unit, so it consists of more factors or variable which have a close relationship. For example, ton kilometer. So you can see there are two variables, that is ton as well as the kilometer, or passenger kilometer. You can see passenger and kilometer. So it is in case of transport companies. Okay, if you consider the educational institution, then it will be per student or per course. Okay, so these are the example for composite cost unit. You can see there are two variables. Let us see other examples, undertakings as well as the cost per unit. So for the transport, we can say per passenger kilometer or per ton kilometer. Clear? For hospital, per bed per day. For hostel, per room per day. For cinema, per seat per show. And for electricity, per kilowatt hour. That is per hour only. Got it? So difference is in a simple. Okay, that is simple cost unit, only one variable. Under composite cost unit, there are two variables. I hope it is clear till here. Now let us see what are the service cost. It means it is operating cost. We have fixed cost. One more is variable cost. Okay, this fixed charges as well as the variable charges. So under fixed charges, we have road license, insurance, garage rent, driver salary, manager salary, accountant salary, wages of conductor, driver, cleaners. Okay, then we have variable charges. It's also called as running charges. That is cost of petrol, depreciation and repairs. So tire cost, I put star mark here. Some of the book they have taken under fixed charges. Some of them they have taken under variable charges. So wherever you do the wherever you write the tire cost, no, so make a necessary note. Okay, so fixed charges will remain same. Okay, but variable charges depend on the usage. Next, let us see what is the operating cost statement. So operating cost statement for the month or a year. Okay, you need to calculate either for the month or year. So we have three columns here: particulars, total cost, then cost per passenger or cost per ton kilometer. First thing is, before you preparing the statement, you need to calculate this one. Got it? That is cost per passenger kilometer or cost per ton kilometer. So this you have to calculate. Let us see what are the fixed costs. Again, I will repeat it. That is standing charges, wages of drivers, conductors, cleaners. Okay. Then wages of manager, accountant, clerk, salary of supervisor, manager, accountant, etc. Insurance premium, license fees, road tax, garage rent expenses, permit fees, supervision charges, office and administration overhead, work expenses, stationery. So these are the fixed charges. Okay, cost of tire tube. So here I have considered under fixed cost. Okay, so if there is any sale of tire, tube, etc., then you need to deduct that. After deducting, then only you have to write it under outer column. I hope it is clear to you. So these are the fixed cost. So after writing the fixed cost, just add it. Okay, that will be the total fixed charges. Okay, I hope it is clear to you till here. Right. So next is variable cost. One second. So next will be the variable cost. So under variable cost, three things will come: depreciation, repairs and maintenance, diesel or petrol. You can remember Dr. P. Okay, that is depreciation, then repair, then petrol or diesel. So write it under outer column. If they give you cost per passenger or per kilometer, directly if they mention, write it under outer column only. Got it? So how to get the operating cost per passenger kilometer or per ton kilometer? Just add all these. That is fixed charges per passenger, then all the variable per passenger or per ton kilometer. When you add, you will get the operating cost per passenger or ton kilometer. Okay, this is simple. You need to know which are the variable cost and which are the fixed cost. Remember this format. Clear? Okay. Now, just some points you have to keep in your mind. Okay, what is exactly trip and what is round trip? So, trip means think that from Mangalore to Konaje. Okay, your bus will travel from Mangalore to Konaje only. So, it is a one-way journey. For one-way journey, we are saying trip. Got it? One trip. It is one-way journey. So round trip means from Mangalore to Konaje. Your bus traveled from Mangalore to Konaje, then from Konaje to Mangalore. That is two-way journey. So two-way journey it is a round trip. So if I ask you one round trip ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ it is a two trip. Clear? See, trip ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ only one way. Clear? Round trip means once from Mangalore to Konaje, Konaje to Mangalore. It means two trip, right? So, 2 trip is equal to 1 round trip. I hope it is clear to you. That is 2 trip is equal to 1 round trip. Okay. Now, let us consider one example so that it will be clear to you. If I ask you how to calculate the ton kilometer hege calculate madudu anta. Assume destination A. Okay, starting point is A. From A to B, think that your vehicle, you have one vehicle, it carries 10 tons of goods, okay, from A to B, clear? So distance is assumed 50 kilometers, got it? After that, from B to C, it carried 8 tons, okay, from 10 tons, think that 2 is unloaded, okay, 8 tons carried from B to C, okay, so the distance between B to C is 60 kilometer. Okay. After that, assume 3 unloaded here. Okay. So it means 5 is remain now. So think that from C to A, it went in other way. Think total goods carried is 5 tons. The distance between C to A, think 100 kilometers. Usually it will be same, right? A in the C in the A, it should be same. But think that it went in other way. So think that distance travelled is 100 kilometers. So this is just example, students. See, I'll repeat once again. Starting from A to B, distance is 50 kilometer. B to C, 60 kilometer. From C to A, 100 kilometers. Got it? Goods carried is A to B, 10, B to C, 8 and C to A, 100. Clear? So if I ask you how to calculate the ton kilometer, So ton means how much goods they carried. Clear? So ಎಷ್ಟು carry ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು A to B. First we went from A to B. How much? 10. B to C. How much? 8. C to A. 5. Clear? Kilometer ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ how much distance traveled. Okay, from A to B distance traveled 50 kilometers. So I have written here 50. Then from B to C how much traveled? 60 kilometers. So I have written 60. Then C to A, what was the distance? 100. Clear? Just you need to multiply. Clear? That is 10 into 50 it will be 500. 8 into 60 it will be 480. 5 into 100 it will be 500. Clear? So when you add all these, you will get the ton kilometer. That is 1480 ton kilometer. See this example. In this example, think that I had only one vehicle. Got it? One vehicle, and it is for one day. Clear? One day vehicle iddadu one dinake, and it is only one trip, right? For one trip means only once it gone to other places. That is A to B, B to C, C to A. Clear? But what about in reality? What happens? Whether this transport sector have only one vehicle, they will be having many number of vehicles now. They have many number of vehicles. What about the trips? There will be many trips. It's not only that one trip will be, there will be many trips. And what about the number of days? Whether it will work only for one day? No, it will be work for 30 days or 25 days. Depends, right? So you should know that. So this is the example which I gave. It is only for one day, and if you have only one vehicle, and it is for the one trip only. Clear? I hope it is clear to you. Now, exactly you have to calculate is calculation of ton, kilometer or mile. How to calculate that? That is onward journey. Onward means starting point you will reach to other places. Now that is onward journey. Return journey, that is when you coming back. What is the journey? Into number of vehicle. How many vehicles you had? And number of trips. Okay, that is related to round trip. Got it? Then number of days. So this is a formula to calculate the calculation of, that is ton kilometer. Clear? So onward journey, how to calculate? The distance traveled. Okay, the distance traveled into ton carried. Okay, ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಅದ್ರದು and ಎಷ್ಟು ಗೂಡ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ಅದು. Got it? Plus return journey. So return ಬರುವಾಗ what was the distance and how much goods carried, that is ton carried. Clear? In first you have to solve this. Okay, these distance into ton plus distance into ton, add it. Clear? Into number of vehicles, ಎಷ್ಟು vehicle ಇತ್ತು, into number of trips, ಎಷ್ಟು round trip ಇತ್ತು, into number of days, how many days the company has operated. Clear? So if you multiply all this, you will get the ton kilometer. I hope it is clear to you till here. Let us solve one example here. Shruti Transport Company has 10 trucks. So I had how many trucks? 10 trucks. That is number of vehicle. Each with a capacity of 4 tons. So ಎಷ್ಟು goods ಅನ್ನು carry ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದದ್ದು? It is 4 tons. Okay, one truck ಎಷ್ಟು 4 ತರ carry ಮಾಡ್ತಿತ್ತು. So each truck makes 3 round trips. So number of trip is, that is round trip, it is 3. A days between two places 40 kilometers apart. The distance between one place to other place, it is 40 kilometers. In an onward journey full of load of bricks and return journey on an average of 20% of capacity is filled. Okay, baruvaga it was a 20% of the capacity. Trucks are laid down for repairs for 5 days. Andre 5 days they are not working. Think that in a day it is 30 days. It means what is the working days? Working days will be 30 minus 5. Clear? 30 minus 5. It will be how much? 30 minus 5, it will be 25. Okay, I hope it is clear to you till here. So first I will mention all those. That is how many? Wait for a second, students. Okay, sorry, was keeping for charge. Okay, what I was saying is number of truck was 10. ಒಟ್ಟು ಟ್ರಕ್ ಇದ್ದದ್ದು 10, goods carried how much? 4. While returning 20% is carried. It means out of 4, 20%. It will be 0.8. Okay. Then days. Number of days operated is 25. The distance one side it is 40 kilometers. Then round trip how much? 3. So I'll explain with the help of this diagram. You can see here. Think that from A to B. A to B, what is the goods carried? How much ton? 4 tons. Clear. A to B, distance was 40 kilometers. While returning back, B to A, distance remains same, now that is 40 kilometers only. Got it. But whatever the ton carried, they mentioned 20% when returning. It means out of 4, only 20%, 0.8 tons when returning it. Clear? So let us see what is the calculation part here. Calculation of ton kilometer. That is onward journey plus return journey into number of vehicles into number of trips into number of days. So onward journey will be distance into tons carried plus return journey distance into turn carried. That is when you are returning into number of vehicles, number of trips. See, number of trips I should take the round trip. Clear? Why I should take round trip? Onward plus return. Onward return ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಹೋಗುದು ಒಮ್ಮೆ ಬರುವುದು. Got it? That is onward and return. That's why I have taken here the round trip and number of days. Clear? So what is the distance traveled? Distance traveled is 40. Tons carried is 4. While coming back, that is returning journey, distance is 40. Ton carried out of 4, 20%. Clear? Into number of vehicle is 10. Number of trips is 3. Number of days 25. Clear? Okay, first you solve it. 40 into 4, 160. 40 into 4 into 20%, it is 32. Then multiply everything. That is 10 into 3 into 25. So after solving everything, you will get 1,44,000 ton kilometer. I hope it is clear to you. It is simple. Right. Now this 1,44,000 will be the ton kilometer. So remember students, we have two calculations here. One is calculation of ton kilometer. Ton kilometer when it comes to goods. Clear? If it is passenger, what it comes? In the case of bus, it comes calculation of passenger kilometer. Clear? Passenger ಬರ್ತದೆ, ton ಬರುವುದಿಲ್ಲ. So what will be the formula then? Instead of, see, in the case of goods, it comes ton carried. In case of passenger, what it comes? Instead of ton, there will be passenger. What was the passenger when onward journey? When returning, what was the number of passengers? Clear? So distance into number of passenger plus distance into number of passengers capacity when returning. Clear? Into number of vehicles, into number of trips, into number of days. Simple it is. Okay, now I'll give you the question. You just see this. Okay, from the following, calculate the total passenger kilometer. Number of bus 20. Number of days operated in a month is 30. Number of trips by each bus 1 round trip. Trip is to 1 round trip. Distance of route is 50 kilometer. That is one side. Kilometer it is 50 kilometer. Capacity of each bus is 60 passenger. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ 60 passenger, but returning time ಅಂತ ಕೂಡ ಕೊಡ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. So you have to take 60 passengers. Okay, so solve this question. I hope you understood now. In the morning, I think audio was not proper. So if you understood this, okay, please respond it. Thank you.